Hello, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone doing today? Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. It's not good morning for me. It's evening. I suppose it's always a good morning for Pi Pi. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. How are you guys doing? If you're watching back the VOD, hope you enjoy. If you are here live, hi. Let's see who is here today. Dana Pie, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Welcome in. If you want to know how your day is going, please do. If you want to sit back and relax and just enjoy things, that's fine too. Let's see. We've got Redstone Archivist, Cyberbees, Void Muffins. Congratulations, Voided. You got first today. Camera right. And is that your first? I wonder if that's your first Voided. If it is, it means you're getting a box. And Temple to the Watchers today. General January. Hello, good to see you, Axioma. Hello, everyone. Aren't you all wonderful people today? And we're currently in your first. Ooh, hopefully your first of maybe more than one. Might get a few of them. Who knows? Lynn, how are you doing? Good to see you. So we're currently over in the industrial area of the Bammer Grove Industries. So this is Bammer Grove Industries, basically. This is where all our industry is. Also, I pinned a post on both YouTube and Twitch. And if you're supposed for watching back the VODs, I've got a new video out. It went out last Friday. It's my 11th episode of Season 2. And it is me getting evicted from my room in my kingdom. But there's also other things on. I also build some nice little islands for our animals. We also go bald. Also lizard. Anything else? Blue. Lots and lots of blue in at least like 1 minute of the episode. So it. Oh, and then there's a teaser for an epic fight, an epic battle on the mighty oak. So lots of fun things which you can check out. So happy to hear Janice's voice again. Yes, I'm glad that I finally got Janice's voice properly in a video. It's brilliant. I'm looking forward to getting some more Janice in the future. I'm very behind the videos and catching up on Unpack, Organizing. So, oh, that's fair enough. Look, I'm just letting you guys know. If you have the time, it's appreciated. And you know what? If you don't have the time, we all have busy lives. It's perfectly fine. That's why we've got streams as well, so you can catch up with us and stuff. But anyway, if you're not familiar with this district, this is the industrial area. So I built this area mainly for this witch farm here. This I did back in like episode 4 or something, I think it was, or episode 3. Very early on. So this witch farm here. We also threw up a little spot for growing nether wart because like we'd be out here fairly regularly, just like AFK and stuff. I connected a skulk farm to the witch farm. So this skulk farm uses the dead witches to power it. So that's how we get our skulk. Oh, there she goes. Up here, one mistake I made was I built this at a layer where slimes can spawn in this chunk here. So I've just buttoned everything up. Over here, we have our giant moss farm. I suppose, do you know what? I might as well just show this in action as well so that you guys aren't just like, oh, he says it's a moss farm, but can we see it in action? Of course you can. And so this here, moss farm, and it gets turned into bone meal. So all these get shoved in, all those hoppers are shoving all these blocks into composters and converting absolutely everything into bone meal, which is then being sent up here. I think you can see some of it going up. Yep, it shoots up that little thing there. So yeah, that is our moss farm. Has broken a little bit recently. I don't know why. I'm suspecting that someone leaving the area and leaving it turned on has messed with the chunks a little bit. So yeah, we're being extra careful with it. All that bone meal actually gets shoved into this farm up here, which I'm going to free cam. And you know, I might as well throw this on so you can see it in action too. So this here is the Hyphae farm. It also produces a whole bunch of different nether woods. That is one of the fastest moss farms I've seen. I'm trying to remember the link. I definitely put a link in my episode when I built it. So if you have a look at the thumbnails, this is the tree farm episode. I'm pretty sure I did the moss farm in that episode. So there will be a link to that in the thumbnail in that episode, in that description. So if you're curious, but every time basically these trees grow, TNT gets dispensed and breaks down the tree stuff that gets pushed out. Actually, we can do very cheekily. You can see how this is working. So there's Nilium on either side, and it gets bone mealed, and occasionally a mushroom might show up, and then the mushroom will get bone mealed like that, and it grows. So, and then it gets exploded and sent into here, and then all the extra stuff that gets picked up gets just sent down into storage as well. So we have storage down here, and thank you so much for the lurk. I think I don't know if I missed that lurk voided. And then over here we have moved the cobblestone generator and the basalt generator over here. Anyone who's been watching Viking streams knows all about these particular designs. Big Booty 17. That's a name that I can remember. A name like that, iconic. I got this one. I don't want to say their name, but they're the ones that posted about it. Shulkercraft are the ones that posted this. They made a tutorial video for it, but they actually gave credit to the original designer. So the original creator is credited in their video. So yeah, we've got 2 farms here. I'm pretty sure I've completely filled these guys up. Yeah, these guys are filled up. I just AFK'd them yesterday or so. And then this is Alfie's dirt farm. So yeah, that's what this industrial district is for. Well, look at all these people online. But today, we actually... Well, first we need to clear our inventory, and then we need to go grab some resources, because I want to build a ghast farm. There's a couple of reasons. The main reason, actually I think the only reason why I want a ghast farm is the ghast tears. Ghast tears are useful in potions, so I know Fool would appreciate having some more. Whoa. Why did I... What was going on in the server that I froze as soon as Viking left the game? That was a major lag spike there. Where was I? Yes, so ghast tears can be used in potions. And then the other thing that they can be used in is ender crystals. So I think ender crystals would be a useful thing to have in the server. Especially if anyone ever decides that one dragon fight, whenever we get around to doing it, is not enough. And we need to do more than one. Hello, Bernards. Did you just say that you're building a ghast farm or a ghast farm? Ghast. But yeah, it could be considered... I don't know. I don't think... It could be technically... You could make it a ghast farm. Gas for rockets, for flying with elytra or whatever. Because it does produce quite a bit of bone meal as well. And I'm just going to use a similar design to the one that I used in my single player world. Major difference though, I'm going to shrink it down. So the one I did in my single player world is incredibly powerful, but it's just overkill really. So we're going to make a smaller version of it. I am lagging a little bit like crazy today. We're going to make a smaller version of it today. So let me just pop all these emeralds in here so that they are useful for those who are using the villagers. And then we're going to see what redstone supplies we can scrounge together. And I'm going to see if I can do this entire thing from memory. First of all, actually, still at the powdered snow there. Fantastic. The only thing I don't have from memory is the location of where I place the powdered snow. So I might pop into my single player world just to do a quick picture, just to see exactly where I place the powdered snow. But the rest of the build I should be able to do from memory. Probably going to do a slightly different design to aesthetic to what I did in my single player. My single player world I used a pale oak aesthetic. or pale garden aesthetic, and I could do that, but I feel like that's not really my style on this world. We're not really a pale oak kingdom, are we? Okay, Podzol. Awesome that we managed to get a little bit of extra Podzol here. Dripstone is over here. In the future, I do need to come back in, and I was experimenting a little bit with this, so I think we definitely go with these colors on all the signs so that they're nice and clear. But I'm not going to do that right now. Also, I managed to pick up a little bit more brown dye from Wandering Trader the other day. So every little bit of brown dye, grabbing it, because like the only other way to get it is cocoa beans, and the cocoa beans are not being shared. Oh, who was looking for ferns? It was Milkman, was it? Let me do a quick check. Actually, I don't think I can sell them on because I think I got these ferns. If I got these ferns from... The question is, did I get these ferns from Spruce? If I got these ferns from Spruce, then I can't sell them on. I can't remember if I got them from a Wandering Trader or not. Milkman went on a quest for ferns. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. If he shows up later, I don't know if he is going to be online tonight. If he shows up later, I'll have a think about it. Okay. Let me see. What do I need? I need rails. Probably going to need some more golden rails than 2. If I'm going to do 16, is it 16 by 16 or 8 by 8? I think it is a full chunk. So 16 by 16. I would like to have maybe at least 8 or... Yeah, let's get some more powered rails. Do we have any gold in here? We do. And is it sticks as well? Okay, cool. Oh. Luthers, thank you so much for 4 months. For 4 months. Thank you so much for your Prime, Luthers. I really appreciate that. Fish Prime, everyone. Thank you so much. And really appreciate that. Okay, 26. That should be plenty of powered rails, I think. And then we need some normal rails as well. How many do we... We've got 2. Okay, if we do 16 by 16, that is 4. There's a stack. So that's what, 4 stacks? Yeah, let's try 4 stacks. Oh. Sorry, planning birthday things for my dad right now. There we go. Cool. Okay, that is that. I need to make some normal rails. We'll go for how many can we get there? That's 16, 34. Yeah, I think I need a lot. So I'll do this amount for now. How many does that get me? We'll get a little bit more. Just one more. Just a little bit more. We got the resources for it. We might as well craft them, and we can always bring back the excess. Okay, so these are our rails. We're going to need blocks to build with. Let me get rid of the excess that I don't need. So I suggest we just go with... We can use some blackstone. We can pick up some blackstone from the storage. We could get some stuff from storage from the bartering farm on our way out. Okay, what else do I need? I think I do need to make a minecart unloader. I'm gonna need magma blocks. Which we get from our farm. Oh, I hope I've got enough magma blocks. Just a quick check. It is 16 by 16 that I'm doing. 16 by 16 is 256 divided by 64. Yeah, that's only 4 stacks. Okay. Hopefully I should have enough for 4 stacks. I think I do. What else do I need? Powdered snow. We should definitely do the minecart unloader first. So that's going to need... Let's just bring some redstone. It uses a powered rail. We need a hopper. We can bring a hopper for a hopper minecart. Let's bring some wood for crafting chests and stuff. Do I need a repeater? I need a comparator, I think. So, can do a comparator there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure it's just one comparator I need. Maybe a repeater as well. Comparator, and we'll make a repeater too. This is what happens when you do things from memory. You hope that you get it all right, but who knows? We might get it wrong. Okay, we've got a repeater, got a comparator. Shouldn't need anything else other than those resources. Do we need a lever? No. We have hoppers. Bring a little bit of iron as well. Building blocks, gonna pick them up on the way. I think... Okay, I do like to have a look in at the farm. So I want to be able to see into the farm. I think we'll go with glass. Yeah, we'll just go with plain glass. How high is it? It is, I think it's 4 high. Why do they have to ask me right now? Oh no, don't lose battery right now. Okay, I need to turn this off. Okay. Oh, that's going to be weird. Sorry, I just had my headphones are running out of power. Okay, I think the best thing for us to do is let's go to the Nether and find a location. Right, let's go. Did the music stop? No, it's just very quiet. Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Oh, it'd be cool if I had a happy Ghast to play with in the Nether. Oh, actually, did I see Acorn and Viking visit the Ghast drop the other day? I'm just popping over because I could I don't think I've seen anyone be using the gas drop recently. And when I saw that, I thought I saw that happen the other day. I'm curious to see if anything actually got won or anything, because like it's been a while since someone's done anything over there, and yeah, I don't know how functional it currently is. Okay, let's see. Ooh, actually, okay, looks like they did play some games. I wonder how successful they actually were, or if the game actually functioned. Because it's a little bit janky. Let's see. Looks like it probably did work. Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully they had a good time. I can pick up their wood, I suppose. Oh, actually, I need to grab some of those snowballs because we have run out back at the Nether Kingdom. And we need to create more. So I'm just going to grab a stack there. And pop back over to the Nether Kingdom with those snowballs so we have them nice and safe. I can duplicate them. Oh, is everyone ready for the stream weekend? This weekend, we are doing a stream weekend. So for the 25th, 26th October, we're going to have a stream weekend. Yay! So it's going to be starting noon Eastern, or 5 p.m. my time, which is EST. Yeah, very excited to do that this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. The handy thing is that for me, my time slot is very, very close to my usual time of streaming. I usually stream during the time slot that I've gotten. Very convenient. This is the handy thing about one of being the person who kind of like coordinated a little bit of the schedule. So it's interesting trying to schedule these things. Actually, I have to say is definitely interesting trying to schedule these things because like it's you're trying to accommodate. Obviously, you're trying to accommodate everyone with times that suit them. So it is fascinating. Dark Horse 31, how are you doing? Well, 13 Dark Horse 31. How are you doing? Good Dark Horse. Love to see you. Lovely to see you. But it is, yeah, a little bit of juggling is involved, especially when you do the schedule, and then just life changes, and then people are like, oh, actually that time can't suit me anymore, and you're like, okay, yeah, we need to juggle that around. But the great thing is that everyone's usually very accommodating when we're putting these things together, so it's great. Okay, so we need to locate a Soul Sand Valley. And I also want to make sure that this Soul Sand Valley is far enough away from our 2 farms in the Nether that we already have, because we don't want those impacted. Okay, quick check. That will definitely get me enough microblocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, we'll come back for those, because inventory right now is... Inventory management is my passion. And we want to make sure that... Joey Ice Cream 27, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the course over on Twitch. If you want to let us know how your day is going, please do. If you want to sit back and relax, that's also fine too. So I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to use the bridges that I have already built first and see what biomes we have available, and we can then do a quick test to see if this gets loaded or the other farm gets loaded from the locations that we find. So back here I have a whole network of bridges. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go as far out as possible from the 2 farms, which I think I just remembered. I've got this map and it tells me where the different biomes are. So let's see. We do have a little Princess Sushi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the chorus. If you want to let us know how your day is going, please do. If you want to just sit back and relax, that's also fine too. Okay, we do have a Soul Sand Valley very, very close to this, but it's too close. So I'm going to just do a quick check here. Any chances of Soul Sand Valley? Why does it say plains? Okay, that's a bug. Maybe we do have to go out and check. Nether Waste, Basalt Delta. Basalt Delta's Nether Waste plain. I don't know what the plains are. There's no plains out here. Okay. If there's Soul Sand Valley, I think there might be Soul Sand Valley at this way. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell right now. I think we're better off just like running along and seeing what biomes are available there, because it might just be a case that the Zeros world, the Zeros mod is not giving me the correct details. So let's just run along these bridges. Currently in Basalt Delta still. He went out for a carton of clump, a carton of void, a loaf of fern, and a stick of milk. Is that a milkman meal? Have we created the milkman meal next now? Still Basalt Deltas here. This might all be Basalt Deltas. According to the map it is. But we'll have to find out in a little bit. Yum. Okay, still Basalt. Okay, Nether Wastes now. For those who can't... Oh, actually, you guys can't see this. So, behind my face is a little heads-up display, which includes details of the biomes that I'm currently in, and also my coordinates and stuff. I've realized by doing it behind my head, if I'm streaming and I don't take note of the coordinates and I want to go back and see if I've died somewhere, I can't use the stream to do that. Okay, that's interesting. Good to know. It's actually a reference to a Sesame Street or short cartoon of a girl going shopping for her mother and trying to remember the list. Oh, okay, cool. Let me just do a little cheeky fly over here. Yeah, that's not... There's no Soul Sand Valley there. Okay, need to go back along the route we came. And I apologize, chat. I do not look at chat while I'm walking along this road which I made. It's too straight and narrow. Don't want to keep running and accidentally jump through a portal and end up falling in the void. Milkman was asking chat to remind him what he was supposed to grab on a pit stop, and well, I referenced that, and then it became a bit. Oh, that's a great bit for stream. That's a great one. You should turn it into a milkman meal. Like what happened? Like you just wake up in a random Walmart parking lot. Or maybe for milkman, it's a different market. Are there other big chains in the US which milkman could end up waking up in their parking lot instead of a Walmart one? You just kept changing the order of stuff and inserted random objects. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, let's go to our first corridor here, and we might get lucky going along this route instead. Yeah, see, that's the Soul Sand Valley here, but that's too close to our farm. If we built it here, it would just, like, the two farms would... I think the gold farm would just overpower the Soul Sand Valley farm. So we need to be further away. Still Soul Sand Valley, still Soul Sand Valley. Oh, actually, this might be promising. We're still in Soul Sand Valley. Okay, Let me see, how far away is this? So, I'm going to use a mod. Render. Biome border. Okay, we got a good bit of Sulsan Valley here. If I was to build it here, and I could create, if actually I've built it even there, and then we had a road here, we could make an AFK spot a little bit further back there. And that should unload the gold farm and keep this one loaded. Okay, that should be fine. So let me see. We're on the x-axis. This is 457. 4, 5. Let's just type that in chat for 450. Okay. Nobody else is online, so it doesn't matter whether they see my 450. I'm not sure who. I'm sure other people message themselves with coordinates and stuff sometimes. $450, $350. Okay, that's definitely a good location. That's definitely a good location. Grawadama, how are you doing? Good to see you. Sasquatch 2H, no, unfortunately this actually not unfortunately. This is a content creator SMP. So yeah, it's just those who are on the server. But yeah, it is Skyblock Kingdoms. It is a content creator SMP of 22 different creators spread across 11 different kingdoms, each with their own unique wood type. And my kingdom is the Nether Kingdom. If you couldn't tell, this is my home right now. I am currently in the Nether dimension. But yeah, we've got a whole series. If you type !SBK in chat, it will give you a link tree to all the creators and our Discord community Discord, which is a really fun community we have. And lots of lovely people, but also lots of great content. Currently we have 111. We've hit 11, guys. We hit 11 videos for season 2. Who cares about the 100? 11, that's where it's at. I'm doing good, Gradama. Yes, I'm doing fine. I'm a bit tired. It's been a very busy weekend. Cameron Ray, I have a notebook that I write all the coordinates and stuff in. Yes, I do too. Oh, where did I put my... Oh, I have it in my bag. Just watch a program on AI. My condolences. Or, well, it depends on what the AI... I suppose it's a trending topic. I'm sure it probably was quite informative. Kind of depends on... I suppose... I'm curious... I don't know. I would be curious. Why'd you build a ghast farm? Doesn't the gold farm give ghasts too? Nope, the gold farm just gives me zombie piglins. And that's it. That farm just gives me zombie piglins. If I got ghasts there, it would be constantly broken by ghasts hitting that thing with their fireballs. Okay, so first thing we actually need to do is we're going to widen this pathway out to where we're going to build the gold farm. Sorry, the ghast farm. Let me turn off the thing here. Thank you for the hydrate, Lunar Lou. Everyone keep yourselves well hydrated. Wait, we're talking about ghasts and not happy ghasts. It gives dried. Yes, we've already got the dried ghasts. Now we need ghasts. So the ones that scream and shoot fireballs at you. Those are the ones we need now. Yeah. Quite a bit of a different thing, isn't it? Okay. Let's just grab you will do. You will do. Yes, we need the screaming fireball kind that are going to shoot me in the face. Am I happy with this level? Yeah, I'm happy enough with this Y level. We're currently high enough. So, I just want to widen this bridge so that when I'm running along it, I don't feel like I'm about to fall off into the void all the time. So, we're just going to do a little bit of that, and then we'll get started. So, yeah, weather is going to take our jobs, and it's quite amazing with their findings. Quite interesting. The thing is, I think there has been... I'm probably going to avoid getting too deep into a talk on AI mainly because it gets it's quite a heated topic, and I know a lot of people get very, very, very passionate about the subject, on the good and the bad that it can do. So yeah, I'd prefer not to talk about the AI stuff. Personally, I'll just give my 2 cents very, very briefly on it. I am not particularly happy with how it is being abused, and it is being abused by people to create things that that otherwise could be just like created normally by people, and that I think it kind of like simplifies things a little bit too much for some people in some ways, and people are abusing the system, particularly like with art. But I also understand that it can be a very healthy tool if used correctly. So it has its place, but I think it is a topic that is very controversial for quite a few people. So yeah, I think I'll leave that there for now on the AI front, because yeah, I just wanted to tell you it was quite a fun, fascinating info show. Well, I appreciate that, Bushy. So good to know. And I'm sure you're probably well informed now about quite a few different things about it. But yeah, so today though we are working on Ghasts because, well, Ghast tiers, they're not something people really have on the server. They really don't have many Ghast tiers in the server. And of course it also gives us another option for other ways to we can actually with Ghast tiers you can actually craft happy Ghasts, as if we didn't have enough already. But I do need to figure out a little bit of work on the aesthetic, because I haven't really figured out what aesthetic I want to build this particular one out of. Because the last time I did one of these happy Ghast farms, I went with Pale Garden as the aesthetic, and yeah, it's a bit different. It is the world gen in MC. Depends on your definition of AI, Fushy. It really does. It's that's a defining thing, really. Can get some very silly world gen. I don't know. I don't know is the honest answer. I didn't end up doing computer science in college in the end. Ended up doing music education instead, which is not going to give me the knowledge on coding and stuff like that is involved in these pieces of technology. So yeah, I don't know. That's the answer that I have. But yeah, anyway. Where are we? I think we're at this layer out here is where we're going to be building it. Oh, I can hear the Soul Sand Valley. I love that you can identify a biome in the Nether just by the sounds you hear. Like, you don't get that as often in the overworld. Like, it's such a cool feature, really, that they that sound design in I'm just gonna we can go a little bit further. Love that the sound design is just a big feature of the Nether dimension. Like, they really did, like, in the last couple of years they have really worked hard on making Minecraft sound good, and I really, really appreciate that. Okay, I think that is going to be plenty enough for this farm. So, yeah, I think we just go out here and build our platform. Okay, so if we do... So it need a box that's 16 by 16. Let me just see the biome border. Okay, looks like... this would be a good low location, I think. Let me make a chest or two so we can actually put our resources into something safe. And of course, we will put down our boxes here so that we can do this, this, and this. Okay, right, let's get all this stuff in here. So I need to go back and get magma cream. The magma blocks. And we also need to go pick up our powdered snow. So, let me just grab those. And we are going to go grab some more blackstone. I think we'll just use blackstone for the design. And then maybe we can use some... Yeah, we can use maybe a little bit of warped stem for the warped wood to kind of accent it a little bit. Do I want to dye the glass then? No, I think I'll just stick with blackstone and a little bit of warped wood. So I'll pick up some more warped wood for the build. And then we can get started. Do I want to record a clip for video? Do you know what? Never hurts to have a little bit of extra footage in case you need it. Why are there feathers floating around here or there? Well, the chickens might be falling off the edge, maybe? I don't know. Oh, we're talking about going to the end soon, hopefully. It'll be so nice to have a Elytra. Very nice to have a Elytra. Just to make things a little bit easier. The other thing that I was considering... I had two options for tonight on stream. One was to build my bridge out to spawn. Let's see, so I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was considering doing a bridge out to spawn instead of doing the Ghast farm. I thought, you know, I'll do the Ghast farm today and then I will try and get the bridge done maybe tomorrow. I'll try and get the bridge done tomorrow. And that way, yeah, I think just like the thing about a Ghast farm, it's a little bit, you know, both are easy builds, but I think I would like to try and make a good time lapse for the bridge, and I think that just require just a little bit more time, and a stream can sometimes make it a little bit harder to kind of get the little nuances that are needed. Coming back for wood and powdered snow. Okay, powdered snow. I actually can't remember how much powdered snow I need. It's like... I'm going to just take a guess and say that 16 will be enough. Okay. We'll bring 16 with us and hope that that's enough for the thing. And grab some more hyphae. I can't wait to get that shroom done. Oh, here's an incentive to get going with the video. Look, we got the little islands coming in. We got little islands. I'll do a little free cam. Because we got, oh, here's a question. I'm not going to tell you how these cows came about. You'll have to watch my video to see it happen. We got brown cows. Oh, so good. Also, Fool has begun work on this down here. The progress is insane. Like, he's made insane progress. It's doing very well. It's taking a lot of resources, but yeah, it is so cool to see those getting done. How now, brown cow? How not brown cow? You can do it in different accents now. It looks so cool already. It's going to be insane once it's finished. And actually, the fact that like he's gotten so much done does make it feel a lot more manageable. Like doing this in survival. Like that is a lot of blocks placed, but like the fact that he's done that. Since I'm so behind the videos, it's so crazy just to see what progress has been made. I know. Like, I don't know. Like, this one here is not on video yet. I have not done any of this on video. Because this is a project that Fool is leading. And of course, Fool hasn't had a chance to get a video out yet. I think he may. I don't know if he I hope he would love to. I know he wants to get video done. But it's been tough for him to get videos done. You know, it's just life. I know when I've talk to Fool about video making, he does. I think with Fool is that he's a big perfectionist when it comes to his videos, the video stuff that he wants to do. And my style of video making, I try to do things well, but I have the ability to sacrifice quality for getting the video done. And yeah, I can only work in a video so long and then just say, okay, that's it, that's done. I can't do, I'm just like, I want to get it out. And it's just kind of like, that's the attitude I have with video content creation, well, with videos. So it's fine. It's just how I do things, and it's not the way everyone does things. But it's just like that. I feel like, oh no, I need to get this out. So I know that's not how everyone can do it, but that's how I do it. Oh my word, why is everyone messaging me right now about different things and stuff? Okay, right, great. It's fascinating. Monday evenings just seem to be the day that everyone decides to send me messages and emails and stuff. And it always happens during stream. I really should just like mute everything during the stream and stuff. Seeing bills out of context on streams is always fun, yeah. And like that's the thing, is like we know both Fool and I we are first and foremost streamers. And that is what we are. We stream first. Other content comes second. That is our style. Even though technically I do have the most episodes out for season 2 of SBK right now. But yeah, for me, it's always streams first, which is why during September, even though I couldn't get a video out, I streamed when I could. So that's just like, that's my philosophy. Monday is the day things are on fire. Yes, true. We're doing pretty well in Nether Kingdom, yeah. And some parts of it are literally on fire. The bridge design I have, for example, yep, has fire aspect to it. Oh, how are you doing, Rag? Good to see you. Okay, let me see. I think the best. Do I go? Do I build the gas farm directly on the side of the bridge, or do I move it out a little bit? I think. But you know what? I think I'm gonna do it directly beside the bridge. It'll be noisy, but that'll be funny. Yeah, I recently saw a horse on fire on your bridge. I hope he was okay. And I hope it was the bridge that he wasn't going to fall off of. Miss Mori! At least they didn't give Happy Ghast's fun drops. True. They left the fun drops for the Ghasts that were happy to murder. Okay. Let me turn you into slabs. And oh, what was that message there? That was a different message. Oh, Miss Mori's on YouTube side. Yes, Miss Mori's on YouTube side. Voided Muffin says hi to you, Miss Mori. Okay. But you know what? I'm going to take a second and we're going to actually have a look at my farm in my single player world. Doing this from memory, grand, but I do want to just have a couple of reminders before I do build this thing. For anyone who doesn't make it usually this far in my VODs, here you go. This is my single player world where I have a whole bunch of things. Welcome to my video where we're gonna make a Happy Ghast farm that gets like 10,000 drops per hour. I think I would have cried, lol. Happy Ghast farm drops. Oh god, that'd be evil. That's just evil. Avoided my love, says Miss Mori. So, this I'm gonna do free cam. This is the Happy Ghast farm that we have over here. Yeah, I think I might just grab a copy of that so that I can. Have I lost my ender chest? I need to go grab a thing. I need an axe. Sometimes it's good to look at past references. Always. This is what I do. I used this design here in SBK Season 1. I just copy pasted that design into SBK Season 1. For the bartering farm in Season 1. Yeah, the sounds are horrible. Truly horrible. Okay, there is our axe. Let's bring it to the place. Actually, I might just turn the sounds down while we're doing this. I will grab a little music and sound, hostile mobs all the way down because those guys are awful. We'll just grab a schematic because it just does help a little bit. And we can easily replace the blocks that need to be switched out. Okay, so let's see. Do or right, let's move you back, and we are only gonna do. So you can see I'm not going to do the same theme because this world I used pale garden style and it looks awesome. I love the ice. The ice is such a cool feature because you can just see inside. Okay. How wide is this? Yeah, I think that is each of these boxes squares I think are 16 by 16. As you can see, the ghast just spawns inside, ends up inside the snow. Oh. Am I missing snow here? Okay, yeah. We're missing a little bit of snow in this one. But I think I can use the other sides to figure it out. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. That is in the wrong location. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I figured that out. And I want to just make sure I've got that redstone in there. Oh my, this is going to be so overpowered in SBK. It is! Look, did you see the way that I've got 4 quadrants here? This is so overpowered here. So I'm only going to just use 1 quadrant, and it will produce like a quarter of the results, but it'll still give me a lot of tiers. I don't need all of them. Okay, let's save the schematic. Just because like I'm conscious also of time as well. Ghast farm. So I want to just whip this up as quickly as possible so that it is ready to work tonight instead of having to wait a long time. Okay, we'll be coming back on here later. I'm going to pop the sounds back on. Music and sounds. And save and quit. Oh my, this is going to be so good. Just a quick heads up on Twitch. We are about to hit ads. But, yeah. It's actually, no, like storage is actually going to be fine. It's like, as long as you like have like maybe about 3 or 4 double chests, you will be fine. It's not going to overpower. Unless someone stands here for a very long time, it's not going to be too bad. So, they also drop gunpowder. But we're also not hurting for gunpowder either. Gunpowder is not a resource that is difficult to come by here. Let's load schematic. Ghast farm, load. Okay, so if we just do... I think that's... No, we need to go up 1 level. So one thing that we are going to have is that it is going to be that level there. Okay, that's good. Because like I've used this, it gets you a lot of tiers, but like it's not like stacks and stacks and stacks of tiers. Just a reasonable amount of tiers. You don't use an awful lot of tiers in game. So what you need the tiers for, or just building the farm because it's cool. I hope you can hear me, goddammit. If you're not caught in ads, I can let you know. So, it's not so much tiers for building. Ghast tiers are very useful for if we want to get ender crystals, which can respawn the ender dragon, or explosions, or they are useful for potions as well. So, and Fool is the king of potions on our server, so he would love some potion stuff. Okay, let's start by building this little contraption here for unloading, and then we can place down all our blocks for the thing. Oh, actually, you also heard potions. Yeah, so I'll confirm what I was just saying there. So it is for potions, and also for ender crystals. For, say, someone wants to take on the dragon a few times. So, yeah, it's for those little reasons here. Okay, why are you... Why is that biome thing up there? HC, biome border, biome border. There we go. Just need to make sure this is all within the correct biome. Yeah, I might just move it out a little bit. Yep, that'll do. Right, okay, we'll put the stick away. Now let's get building. I think we can use a little bit of warped wood over here for the unloader. Okay, feel like I'm gonna need to move you. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Let's use... That's a stone cutter, not a crafting bench. Let's use some planks for this. I think I've got some left over slabs here. I think let's do... Let's get some stairs. Actually, I like having this blackstone stuff here. So, do that there. And then that goes here. Tree view. Bum, 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 bum. Little slab there. Okay. Right, and then... That ba da. Da ba die, da ba die. Oh, so cool seeing some of some of the guys went to TwitchCon San Diego. So Duvid was there and Pi Pi was there. Oh, I would have loved to have met Pi Pi. I'm sure I'll get to meet her in the future. But today, well, this time was not the time. Okay, so I think I'm only going to use one chest for now. It is enough. TwitchCon looked awesome. I did hear about like some of the drama that happened. I think someone got assaulted and there was a whole spiel about that. Of course, that was going to get brought up because like drama. People love talking about drama. It's important. It's silly. Well, it's not silly. It can actually be quite serious sometimes. But, you know, it happens. Hello, Alfie. Hello, Alfie. But yeah, all the accessibility issues. There were accessibility. Oh, now that's not good. I have issues when I hear about there's accessibility issues because that's I was like, that's something we didn't have a huge issue with in TwitchCon Amsterdam. I feel like the accessibility issues were reasonably well looked after in Amsterdam. I don't know. I feel like... sorry, Rotterdam, not Amsterdam. Oh, go there. And then... Okay, so I need a block back there to stop the minecart. Here, let me just do layers. Single layer set here. Right. Let's just put let's use a couple of these to get out and do the underside. Okay, right, so this needs to be slabs for placing our rails on. So we're just going to use this stuff here because we did it in the other one, so we might as well do it here as well. Place you. Dumb. Dumb. Does that need to be a full block? I think it does. I can do that with this way, can't I? Aha! Smart me. I can be smart me. Let's grab you. Put you there. Should have a block there. And whatever that Lightworker at MCC part of the event was, if I had such bright light straight in my eyes, that hurt for a while. Some creators had to use sunglasses. I was overwhelmed. It was overwhelming. I will agree. So I went to... Obviously, I did mention I've been to TwitchCon Rotterdam. And I actually did this when watching MCC. But the thing is, those kind of events, I kind of expected crazy lights to happen. It's like if you go to a concert in a venues like that, it's going to have those things. So I kind of expected that, to have like kind of like crazy lighting and stuff. It can be overwhelming, but it is kind of like part of the makeup of those things. Is that a good thing? It can be, it can't be. It's the lighting is probably in some ways to do with like what's being shown or what's being cast as well. So there are those elements to it too. But yeah, it can suck that for those who have those sensitivities. And actually that's something that people I don't think quite understand about TwitchCon, is that it does attract a huge amount of people who are of various have got various levels of ability. So it's something that I noticed at TwitchCon Rotterdam, is that there were a lot of people who had accessibility issues, and I think that's one of the reasons why Rotterdam Ahoy was a very good venue, because majority of the area was quite accessible, and most of this main stuff was all in the same floor, and then you could go up to the second floor. Well, the first, we call it the first floor in this country, but you know, the second story, you could go up there and you fairly easily get around. There are various mentions of other issues, but besides these two, but I can't really provide any proof of the source, so I'll have to leave it aside. It's a thing that like these kind of events have to deal with all the time. They always have to learn. The question is, have they learned from their previous experience, or are they just making the same mistakes again and again? Because quite often that could be the case where, yes, they don't learn from their mistakes and they just do the same thing again and again instead. Okay, I think I am close enough that nothing will spawn there. Okay, I need redstone and my repeaters and stuff. Yeah, we are definitely close enough that nothing's going to spawn here when I am not beside it. Okay, so we have this here, comparator going into this block here. On top of that, we have a torch. Here. A little bit of redstone there. Goes into this block here. And then it's just a block on top to prevent spawns. And that is that little circuit all done. Heading off, want to save some phone battery for the Duvid stream later. Ooh, have fun with Duvid stream later. This is like your job. That's important. Moderators are important. We love the mods. Love to the mods. See you in a bit. Miss Maury, I was watching Joe Hill's live stream for the Hermitcraft panel, and his wife, Badger Spanner, got booted from the official stream for criticizing their sound issues. Is that like from the Twitch stream? By Twitch, I mean like from Twitch. Voided Muffin says goodbye, Miss Maury. Hey, you're texting me right now, my long distance stream friend. Yay! Oh, that's cool to have. Stream friends are awesome. Yeah, yeah, I think it sucks that happens, but I will say, I think the reason why Twitch may have booted people from chats like that sometimes, what they're doing is they're trying to avoid having the entire chat just like filled up with people telling you about sound as a problem. And that they, well, hopefully in that case, have a sound technician or someone who's watching the stream to double check that the sound is working and that they're trying to resolve it. But yeah, that's all I can. I know I'm coming in as like devil's advocate on Twitch's side there, but I'm just trying to understand why they might have done what they did. If you get what I mean. It's good to try and put yourself in the shoes of the big corporations occasionally, because like despite them being giant corporations that are of course are incredibly interested in making money and all that jazz, just because they're interested in making money and all that jazz does not mean that they're also trying to do something well if they can. But yeah, from a business standpoint, yeah, definitely got to think of it from a business standpoint, but also you have to think about like humans are make mistakes, but the question is, have they learned from their mistakes? So it's about remembering what they've done in the past and where things have gone wrong, and then seeing if they've tried to improve it. I suppose one of the tricky things for TwitchCon is that they have locked themselves into contracts with some of the venues that they are working with. So, for example, Rotterdam Ahoy, they're contracted there to provide TwitchCon Rotterdam for a few years. So they're going to be returning to that venue for a few years. So they need to make sure that they have their stuff together and that they can work well together. I think it's the same in San Diego. I'm pretty sure they've also tied themselves in for a contract in those couple of places in that place too. So they also have to be, if something goes wrong, they also have to make sure that the venue is doing the right thing for them. It's San Diego until 2028 as well. Yeah, so because if they don't do a good job, what's going to happen is people are not going to attend TwitchCon because they've had a bad experience, or they've seen bad experiences and heard stories and stuff, and they don't want to go to somewhere that's not very nice to experience. So that's, yeah. I did hear another rumor being spread, and this one caught me, and I was like, okay, this is a joke clearly, or yeah. So someone decided to say that Twitch partners are contractually obliged to take part in TwitchCon, which is just not true. Because anyone who hangs out on Twitch knows just how many people are a partner. There's a lot of partners on Twitch. There's a lot of people who've got partnership on Twitch. Could you imagine if every single Twitch partner was contractually obliged to be at TwitchCon? And let me put it this way. If you're contractually obliged to be at TwitchCon, do you know what that means? Twitch needs to pay you, or it needs to reimburse you for attending TwitchCon. It needs to, like, that's a job. That's not like I say, oh yeah, you're a partner on Twitch? Oh, you better show up to TwitchCon because that's your job now. It's like, oh, are you going to pay me to be there? No. Well, if you're not paying me to be there, nope. Anyway, I saw that rumor going around. Yeah, Vintage and Viking are fired. Yeah, that's it. And Avid, it's a good thing Avid got a job elsewhere, so he doesn't have to. If Twitch would pay partners to go to TwitchCon, I'd be making partner even. It would be making partner even cooler, dude. If they paid partners to TwitchCon, they'd be broke. Okay, maybe they wouldn't be quite broke, but like, could you imagine how much? Because like, think of how many people are partner. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people to pay. So imagine paying so many expenses. Exactly. Like, especially if you're American, from what I hear. Because like I've talked to Americans about the expenses that they can claim back. And it's a lot. Okay, well actually from a company, if you're working for a company, that's the same anywhere really. Like, you can claim a lot of expenses. But sorry, I think Avid was talking about taxes and stuff anyway. They may as well build a Twitch hotel at this point. Yes. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do redstone here. Ein, do, 3, Cahar, Cuig, Shay, Shocked. Why do I feel this like this is off? Let me just do a quick look at the rest of the schematic. Ah, nope, it is correct. It's just that I have taken a little bit more. So I don't need this layer here. Okay, that's great. Bum, 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 bum. Right, that means I can just do this. I think there is a small chance. Okay, I'm gonna place rails as well. I just remembered I was going to do a recording, but we'll do it after the fact. We'll just build this and then do a little recording and say, "Hey, we built a ghast farm." Also, wonderful to see you, Alfie. Maybe you'll give yourself a shout out. Who's not following King Alfie? If you're not following King Alfie, you're going to miss out on some awesome stuff coming up very, very soon. So please go follow King Alfie. And let me see. Do I have enough rails to do double? We'll just do one. Right, okay, let's grab you and place these. Not only that, but for international partners, the flight compensation would be insane. Absolutely. And they only like do TwitchCon in 2 locations in the world: the US and the Netherlands, which makes things very difficult for like people who are, like, say, in Asia or Australia or Africa. But yes, you're not following, and not only that, but for international part. Yeah, sorry, I'm not following him. He's a turd, is he? Oh well, that's for you. You know, I find his content quite fun occasionally. It can be amusing. But do you know what? Those giant builds that he does. Oh, really? Just can't help himself, can he? Teasing and all that jazz. Always good to see you, Alfie. I suppose you're here online right now. Also, Alfie, just quick heads up. I spotted that the moss farm was turned on when I logged on today. I don't know if that was you or if it was someone else. And just like, I don't know if it wasn't broken, but just like we've noticed that it has broken once or twice recently, and so we're just trying to make sure that it gets turned off when someone either logs off or leaves the area. I haven't run it in a bit here, but I'll keep an eye out. Maybe it was Fool logged on and did it. He might have turned it. I think he might have been doing some farming yesterday. So yeah, I'll mention it to him just in case he missed my message. For anyone who's on anyone who's watching and stream, the moss farm I showed you earlier, we've had a couple of issues recently. I'm pretty sure just what's happened is that someone's accidentally left it on, and then either unloaded the area by leaving, or coming back in, or whatever, you know, just like unloading the chunks, and then unfortunately you decided to destroy the lava, which at the moment I don't have a lava farm, so I have just been buying lava from Go, which in fairness is reasonably priced. I cannot complain about the price of Go lava. You can get quite a few buckets just from one stack of logs, so it is pretty good. And you know what we like here? We like good prices. Thank you very much for the hydrate. Nether Kingdom not having lava farm is a funny concept. It is actually, isn't it? I think I may have broken it once. I had to grab gravel from the nether and forgot to turn it off. Look, it's fine. It's not... I think at the moment, probably the worst thing that happens... the only thing that seems to happen is that the pistons go a little bit funky and then destroy the lava. So all it really needs, I think, then is you just need to break any cobblestone that you can see in the farm and then clear out stone in places where there's not supposed to be stone and then put lava back in. So it's not... I haven't had any other issues with it, so it has been fixable. I have been... let me see. There was one other thing I was going to say about that. It was... That was working. That was working. Yeah. I don't know if... there might be a couple of bits of stone in some of the storage or some of the hoppers in it, but at the moment it isn't causing an issue. Yeah. I've been doing a little bit of looking a little bit of TLC on it just to check it every now and then. But you know what? It's fine. It's working grand at the moment, so we are all good to go. And oh my word, I so love having that, having the tree farm. The nether tree farm is a godsend. Oh, so good, so good. Oh, and guys, we're gonna have to build. We're gonna need to do the next level. A couple more farms in the industrial district fairly soon. So if you enjoy the industrial builds, we need to make a super smelter and a fuel source for the super smelter as well. So that's something we have to do very soon so that we can get a good supply of stone. Actually, I really need to follow up a little bit more with the Jungle Kingdom on their supply of stone because I just like the idea of maybe doing a little bit more economy. I know everyone's kind of like focusing a little bit on the clump stuff, but just like actual economy that doesn't involve clump would be fun to just like know that it works. Should have made one of those last season, the super smelter. Oh dude, yes. You had the lava farm at least, so you were kind of there. Anyone who hasn't seen Alfie's season 1, actually you can get through it fairly quickly because you think it's like, was it 4 or 5 episodes I think. But it's like those 4 or 5 episodes, quite the builds. 3 episodes. Those 3 episodes, quite the build. So like, it may not be a huge amount of episodes, but the builds that came out of them, ooh-wee. You get some great stuff out of it. And I think it was a lava farm underneath, inside one of the islands, wasn't it? And then that island ended up getting covered in a lava lake, if I remember correctly. Interestingly enough, the Nether Kingdom also... Sorry, the Spruce Kingdom that I was in, we didn't really have much of a lava farm. We just had to... I think I made a tiny lava farm at the end of the season. But it was more just like to fill in the little farms that I had built inside of Spruce Island. Which I regret kind of not decorating and finishing earlier in the season, because when I did build it, I was actually pretty happy with how the design turned out. Like, it looked pretty nice. It looked pretty good. There was a lot of stuff that I think in season 1 of SBK, I was so self-conscious about my building and being able to build well that I did everything quite slowly, or I procrastinated building and stuff. Whereas I think this season I've been a bit more, let's just do it, because like I've built up a little bit more confidence in my ability to build now. So unless worry about it less. Okay, we need a little bit more cobble, a little bit more stone. Oh, sorry, a few more slabs, not stone. Blackstone, that's what we need. Blackstone. We got a little bit here. I'm gonna need to go grab some more blackstone, I think, for this, for the rest of the design. That should be plenty. Bum 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 bum. Okay, last row. Once I get Elytra, the first thing I want to do, wear the Elytra and then get Swift Sneak back on my shoe, on my my leggings. I need Swift Sneak on leggings. Again, I miss it so much. Oh, it's gonna be so good. First thing to do, forget to put them on and jump into the void. I've never done that, Slipshod. Never. There's no clips on the internet of me doing that now, is there? Somebody, there's actually one on YouTube, a short. Hello, Slipshod. Good to see you. Oh, so excited for Swift Sneak and Elytra. It's gonna be so good once we finally get them going. Oh, good to see you, Slip. Okay, right. I think what we're going to do, let's make a little border with some warped logs, I think. Or actually, no. Will we do the bottom? We do warped on the bottom layer, and then blackstone above it. Yeah. Still giggling about the fact that I collect my online friends from Anathra streams. That's funny. That is kind of funny, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm just going to use warped planks because fairly easy stuff to use. Right, I do like the idea of being able to kind of just like see the bottom of this. So let me just do here. Our blackstone is definitely the stuff that is sacrificiable. That's a new word, guys. Sacrificiable. Back in a bit. See you, Alfie. Okay, I think, yeah, let's do this. Okay, I need to spawn proof this as well. Let's see. So there is a gap between the magma and the wall. Is it needed though? I think what I'm going to do, instead of full blocks, I think I'm going to use stairs instead. So let me just collect these blocks back up. That has to be a full block though. Okay, well, let's put a button on top of that at least. Here we go. Okay, we're going to craft a whole bunch of stairs. I think we'll use stairs to go around the outside. I'll get me 40 stairs. Think I need at least 64 though. That's 52 stairs. I hate this crafting recipe. You lose a lot. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just have to be careful. At least this is not bug rock, where you are far more likely to slip off a stair. I don't think I've ever played Bedrock. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have. I might have once, maybe. But from what I understand in Bedrock, it is very easy to fall off a stair in that version of the game. And I just make sure that there is a gap here, like that. Then if I place this here, yes. I think it's very easy to, when you're shifting on the edge of a stair, it doesn't matter. There's a chance that you might fall off instead of staying on and shifting on the edge instead. You can confirm January. Okay. It is not just a nasty rumor that us Java people pass around. It is clearly a fact. Okay, well there we go. Facts are facts, people. Facts are facts. What was the queen? You play Bedrock and yes, you fall easier. Oh, poor Bedrock. Java used to be like that too. Stairs and slabs were deadly. True, actually. It was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah. Do you know, that's something that they could work on parody-wise. They could make it so that stairs and slabs are less deadly in Bedrock. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? Mojang, you know what the next update is? The Fix the Stairs and Slabs update. It's Fix the Stairs and Slabs. Ooh, we could do a proper Stairs and Slabs update. Bring in concrete stairs and slabs. And also fix Bedrock's issue with shifting on the edge of stairs and slabs. Yeah? That would be an amazing update. Everyone would be so happy. They probably genuinely would. Like a proper stairs and slabs update. 2, 3. I think that's our last one. Okay, so I need to grab some more stairs. Oh my word, everyone seems to be pinging today. Okay, that is Viking is making sugar. Cool. Okay. I'm so good for building. We want stairs and slabs. We've talked about it for so long. We also want another dimension. We also want an end update. Everyone knows what we want. But instead, we get Nautilus. We get happy ghasts. We get copper golems. Okay, it's not too many stairs. Let's see, how many is that? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll go maybe 16 stairs I think will cover us. That should cover it. Fun thing is, if I want to do this safely, I need to run along the stairs on the outside and then in. My future Minecraft zoo keeps getting bigger and bigger. I know! That's the thing, like the zoo stuff is expanding, but nothing else is. It's all like, well, there's minor things occasionally. I do the same thing, but in Spanish. I like to mix up my counting, because like I can do it in multiple languages, and not just Gaelic. But it is good practice. It's just like, even though it's just like a little bit of counting. I will say I am very, very, very fluent accounting in Irish because I went to school through the Gaelic language for 6 years, which means I did maths through the Gaelic language. All my subjects were through Gaelic, except English, for kind of obvious reasons. But yeah, when you study everything through the same language, through a different language, you get very, very, very good. Oh, I missed it. Oh. You get very, very good at things. Like, counting in Irish is very easy for me. And then when I tried to do it in German, it's like, why can't I do this in German? Oh, yeah, because I didn't do maths in German. Like, that makes a huge difference. I can count in Spanish and German. Neither am I fluent in. Exactly. So, like, I can do German very, very slowly and not very well. But, like, the counting, like, I can count in German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can get all the numbers. It's just like, if I was to kind of, like, try and do it in, like, a maths way, I'd realize, oh, actually, I can't do it in a maths way because I'm not used to it. I can count. I can count pretty fast in German. How fast can I go in French? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, first 10 are easy. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I got my French mixed up. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 30. I think I got those okay. I'm not sure. My French is like, I could do pretty much most of the numbers in German. You know know the pattern more than the numbers. German, yeah, pattern. And also, you have to remember that it's back to front. So, like, 33, so it's 3 and 30 rather than 33. But we have a little bit of that in Gaelic. When we're counting objects, we say Goro de Svehe. So we say 2 things and 20. Or if we say 80 it's 88 things, it would be Ochro de Svehe. As someone who does speak French, you're doing great, sweetie. Thank you. My grandfather said there are only 2 words you need to know in any language. Thank you and toilet, bathroom. Le toilette? Merci? I can do up to 4 in many languages, but past that, I'm done. Aha, he's here now. Can I get him this time? Got him this time. There we go. Okay, I think that should be decent enough location for all those blocks. And then we can push in the rest of this with just some blackstone walls or something. Yeah, let's use some, we could do some blackstone walls and glass on top maybe. Is that practical? I think we could do French and English. That is though. French and English is enough. 2 languages is fine. You don't need more than 2 languages. I think we go with I think we will use blackstone. So let's do a layer of blackstone around here. Yeah, okay. And could do polished. Actually, why don't I do stairs again? If I do stairs, here, just a sec. Which layer is the magma on? Magma's on that layer. Oh, I could do slabs and then we can look in at the magma. Oh, a layer of blackstone slabs, and then you can see the magma blocks, and then it's glass on top of that. That would be, I think that would look pretty cool. Okay, I don't know if I've got enough blackstone to do this, but we'll see. Yeah, it probably will have enough. So, just gonna do this. Upside down stairs would be cool, but then I'd have to also make sure that I spawn proof them as well, so I'd have to put something on top. But I just think this, if I do this, we can make it so that the magma blocks are going to be just inside this square here, and we'll be able to see the magma blocks behind these slabs here, and I think that'll kind of look cool. Oh, it looks like we actually will have enough slabs then. I thought it was going directly over the other stairs. Scratch my idea. Oh, yeah, no, it would be cool if it was directly over the other stairs. I did consider doing that, which is the design that I went for in with the one that I did in single player. But yeah, we'll do this instead and see how it looks. Now, I do need to make sure that there is a gap for the minecart. Okay, that'll do. Now, let's finish up the walls before we put the magma blocks in, because the magma blocks are the spawning spaces for our ghasts. So, next, I don't think this is going to be enough glass, because if I remember correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need 4 layers of glass, so this probably isn't going to be enough. So, if we do... No, we'll just go 1. Let's fill up as much as we can. So, that's going to go there. For now, going to do that. Just get up and down, so... Okay, not thinking this through correctly. Grab you. Oh, actually, I can do this. Because we want to be able to see the ghasts. It does look pretty cool when you can see the ghasts in this farm. So, you'll be looking in from the side and you will see the magma blocks on the bottom and the snow blocks. It's not going to look as cool as the one I built in single player. But remember guys, this is a farm. It is not... It doesn't have to be incredibly pretty. Just a little bit pretty. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do in each corner is I'm going to make a hi-fi corner on each side. What do I want to make the roof out of? Blackstone again, maybe? Yeah, I think we might just do blackstone on the roof. Okay, we're going to need... It looks like we only need a stack of glass per side. That's handy. Okay, I'm going to just do quick temporary blocks here. We'll fill out this side and we'll have to go get some more glass. I did briefly think about doing the ice technique that I did with my world, with my single player world. But you know what? That's my single player world. We can do that design there. And we can keep this, we can make a new one here. Okay, and that is the end of my glass. We need to go get some more stacks of glass. Okay, cool. To the trading hall. How are we doing for the resources? Okay, gonna need to grab some more blackstone. for the roof. More blackstone. And I think that's it. Yeah, blackstone and glass. And I'm going to come back and it's going to turn out that I missed a spot to spawn proof. And there'll be a ghast there. And he's going to shoot fireballs in my face. Because that is the way of the ghasts. At least the non-happy kind. Maybe I just call them angry ghasts to differentiate the two types. We're going to make an angry ghast farm. What about like warped nether warp block for the ceiling? I'm sure you have a ton. Oh, we do actually. And we could just cover it in buttons or something to spawn proof it. Can't imagine there would be someone confusing ghasts with happy ghasts. No, never. Could never confuse the two, could we? Yeah, we could use the warped block. Plenty in our farms. Oh, okay. Right, let's go this way. Aha, a Viking is streaming and he's probably making a sugarcane farm stuff. Some people are actively anticipating the rocket shop, whereas I'm actively anticipating that people will want ghast tiers. Moxie Jug, how are you doing? Good to see you. It's wonderful to see you. Well, I do know that I'm going to be using an awful lot of this in a future shroom. Because I think I did mention that the mushroom I'm going to be building over here is going to be kind of the inverse of this one. So it's going to be using an awful lot of wart block. Oh, actually, since both Mox and Slipshod are in chat, let's do this properly, guys. Over here, we have our animal islands, and we have our Betsy and Ross. Well, I say Betsy and Ross. Down here, I have two brown mushrooms, both ripe for naming, by the way. Neither of them have got names. Oh, looks like I need to get some water in there. You've been drinking all the water, dudes? Down here, we have our parrot island. Guys, I spent a huge amount of time trying to get this parrot up onto one of these platforms, and I could not. I just failed miserably, multiple times. But they are all here. One of them's on here. Undercover Dog has managed to make it up onto the platform. Oh yeah, the rest of them, I need to dot around the island a little bit more. I'll probably do that. Might do that on stream, actually. And then down here, we got our kitties. Slipshot, you're over here, about to get a drink of water. Moxie Junk, you are cozy in the little cat toy house here. So yeah, this is where our kitties live. And we can get some more cats here in the future as well. Also, seems like the litter tray is currently pretty clean, which is great to see. No problems there at the moment. I haven't had to clean it yet. But anyone who has cats probably know what I mean. The multiversal cats. Always there. Always there. Try a chain instead of a platform for the birds. That, I could try that. I think I might try that out. I think I might try that out at some point. It is there. No, there is a stream redeem. There is a stream redeem. Both those cats got named by a stream redeem. So yes, people can name things. As I said, we've got some brown mushrooms over there that need to be named. And over here, I've got my two dogs. I've got Undercover Bird and we've got Zen Christian, both hanging out over here. Got even like a little food pot here. Name generator. Yep, that'll get you it. And then we've got some trees. I got to use some of the little leaf litter as well. Ah, it's all so awesome. But yeah, and I'm pretty happy with how these little bridges turned out too. So yeah, I kind of like went with like little these ones are a little bit more higgledy piggledy, and then we got this nice little warped fencing here. You sleep well, Growladama. There's always a next time or another time in the future. I'm pretty happy with how these little bridges all turned out. The straight bridges are got that little fence underneath, and then the wiggledy bridges are more higgledy piggledy. So yeah, pretty happy with how these guys turned out. They're nice and fun. And also, I'm sure everyone's going to curse me that I've left the fence haven't put the fence there. And also, I haven't put a fence over here. I'll probably regret that at some point. Who knows? I was going to suggest a name for the cows, but we already have one thing named in the world. I don't know if we could do another. Oh, you can! Guys, use your channel points. That's what they're there for. Portobello? Portobello is a town in, well, not a town in Dublin, a suburb, a region in Dublin. There's actually a pub named there. I think it's called the Portobello. Oh, actually, that's not where the name tags are. It's also a very tasty mushroom. Shrooms. Okay, right, let's start by grabbing that name tag, and at the same time, we're going to buy some more glass, because that's also what we need. Okay, name tag, and glass, 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 and I'll do a little bit more just in case. 3 stacks enough? 3 stacks should be enough. Second milk can be named Cocoa Milk. I love it, dude. Oh, actually need the emeralds for that extra name tag, don't I? Here we go. 2 name tags. Oh, well. 5 name tags. That's for... I'll just leave them there for the future. And let's see. So we have got Portobello. Did spell that right? Portobello. And Cocoa Milk. Love it. Alright, so let's name our dudes. Ah, it's lovely that they've gotten named already. These guys did try to escape, actually. I left a gate open. I thought, oh, they need 2 gates open to get out. But no. Those guys can get out through a single gate, and they did. I hope that's not close enough to bring lightning to them. Okay, there's Portobello. There's Cocoa Milk. Hi, Coco. Hi, Porto. Guys, you've already shrunk the names. You've got nicknames Porto and Bello. So, Porto and Coco. Great names, actually. Porto, Coco. Welcome to the Familia. Ah, awesome. Yeah, any animals that are unnamed, any mobs on my island and my kingdom that are unnamed are ripe for the naming. Okay, and grab some more blackstone. We can do that on the way back. And I wanted to grab a little bit more wood as well. Got plenty of it. I think Fool has been running the Hi-Fi farm quite a bit as well. So we have a lot of wood handy right now. Yeah, that'll be plenty. Do I want to do warped wart ceiling though? Can't quite decide myself. You guys naming things together is awesome. Oh, so cool. I'm just imagining it in my mind's eye. You do. That's what we use them for. Don't think I'm quite sold on the idea of wart on top of the for the ceiling. Also not sure about Blackstone though either. Blackstone's a safe bet. It does. It does. It still is very similar to the hyphae though. We do have a lot of that. We do actually have a lot of that block. Let's see. How are we doing for other wood types? Because like we do have a lot. So we're currently working on a ghast farm. I don't know if you remember me doing the ghast farm on my single player world a few months back. It's a similar design. Almost identical, just like smaller, and we're decorating it differently. So yeah, that's currently what we're working on. Like we could go with the typical. We use acacia. We use a mix of the two nether woods, and we use the red nether wood in the ceiling. I think I prefer actually that combination. Yeah, okay. We will use... Has it already been 2 hours? It has been 2 hours. Wow. I think I prefer the combination of 2 nether woods. We'll go 2 nether woods instead of 1. Yeah. I did think about the nether wart, but it's not screaming to me. And sometimes a design has to scream at you. Ooh. That'd be very bright if I used resin. Currently, I'd have to make a farm for that. I don't have enough resin to do that right now. Because there's still no resin options on the server for building with, really. Prismarine is also a good complementary, isn't it? Very good complementary. Crimson will be fine, yeah. But yeah, Prismarine is always a good complementary option for things. It's good to talk out other options, because then you can kind of hone in a little bit more on what you want to build with. So, Slipshot, thank you very much for the suggestions, because honestly, it does help. Hello, Luthers. Hello, I've been lurking this whole time. What have I missed? We had a little conversation about figuring out aesthetic. And we were kind of like humming and hawing about different ideas. And we're currently making a ghast farm. The hostile kind, not the friendly kind. So, though I did consider bringing over friendly ghast to help build the farm. But at the moment, we don't really have nether portals that allow us to transport ghasts easily into the nether. So, yeah, we're kind of a little bit behind on that. Maybe I should whip one up at some stage. And we got 2 new. We also got 2 brown mushrooms recently. I got them in my video. So if you've seen my video, then you know. If you haven't seen my video, then I'm not gonna say how I got the brown mushrooms, because it shocked me. It was quite shocking how how I got the brown mushrooms. So okay, some of it is not surprising because there's only one way to really get brown mushrooms, but it was the journey that was that really surprised me. So the journey of getting the brown mushrooms was a real pleasant surprise. It really was shocking, Slipshod. Hard to believe, isn't it? Okay, let's do that, and then we could do bam, 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 and we're gonna go with this kind of ceiling here. Okay, very simple. We'll just do this all across the thing. So it was really fun. Quite the coincidence. It was, dude, it was like, I just did not expect it to happen the way it did. It was very pleasant surprise when it did happen. It's like, this is so lucky. So lucky. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you appreciate it. Okay, and we put that there, and that goes there. And then we do this corner here. Does it matter if I place that there? No, it does not. It does not affect the minecart. Then we place you here, 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 here. This can give me a little bit of an idea. How is it going to look? Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll look fine. It's not going to win any awards, but it will do the job. So, fingers crossed, I get through building this and we don't have any mishaps like I did when I was building this farm in my single player world. Because in my single player world, I built this 4 times as large, and it meant that I had ghasts spawning while I was building the farm. And that is not ideal. Why are we building this farm again? So I can get ghast tiers. So ghast tiers are the goal of this farm. And ghast tiers allow us to do 2 major things that are useful. So we are doing it so that we can respawn the dragon and stuff when we do eventually go to the end and stuff. So, and also for potions, because Fool is the potions master, and I'm going to sacrifice that. And I want to provide him with all the potion options in the game. So, yeah. But they can be quite useful. And the handy thing is that this little farm, while it's not going to get me millions of stacks very, very quickly, it will get me more than enough tiers to be useful. So it is quite a useful farm. I don't think we're going to need massive amounts of tiers in this world. What potions does the gas make? I always forget whether it's regen or instant health. So it's one or the other. I always get those. I always forget which one it was. And I think if we do... That is the Fool project. It is huge. Absolutely ginormous. Kind of insane. But you know what? We support Fool in his endeavors to make Alfie feel like he has to push to the next level. So, yeah. Fool's project, huge. I should have brought that crafting bench up with me. Let's grab it. It's probably going to need some more slabs as we go. Yeah. Water Ghost, how are you doing? Good to see you. How's Tricks? I think if we go... Yeah, let's pit her up. What's Tricks? Oh. Oh, it's just like a saying, really. Sorry. Tricks as in like tricks. Or how are things going? How's life? Do people not use that saying anymore? Maybe it's an old saying. Or maybe it's a saying from this side of the ocean and not your side of the ocean. Though I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that tricks is a thing that is used over there, because I remember clearly in RuPaul's Drag Race season 6, the finale. RuPaul says to Jinx Monsoon, "How's tricks?" And then Jinx says, "Tricks are for kids. I'm RuPaul's Drag Race Next Drag Superstar for the next 5 minutes." Until she became it again as the queen of all queens, I suppose. In season 7 of Drag Race All Stars. The Drag Race uses the word that in a different... Oh, possibly. That could be a thing, yes. But I'm pretty sure House Tricks is definitely a thing. Maybe it is a thing on this side of the sea. Must be a thing over here. Anyway, I've got to go. Got to do some redstone. Ooh, good luck. If it gets tricky, good luck. No, I suppose there's a few of us on the server here who would happily give advice if you need a little bit. Oh, making good progress in this. You're doing the Netherwood farm? Ooh, good. Have fun. I hope you're. If you're looking for like that kind of fully automatic one, I think there's a link to the tutorial in my episode 5 or something. You got this. I trust you. That's awesome, though. I had a lot of fun putting together the Netherwood farm that I ended up using. And I will definitely use that again in the future. I'm going to have to build that on my single player at some point. I should build a tree farming section on my single player. So far, what I've been doing on my single player, though, is I have actually just been enjoying making, like, chopping down trees the traditional way. You just grow them and then chop them down when you need them, instead of doing big farming stuff. If it gets tricky, or if it gets tricksy, badumtis, you know where to go. Okay, more slabs. Oh, that's probably a bit too many slabs now. Yeah, but I'm on bedrock, so I can't really download it and put it in like Matica. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. Well, that's why there's a nice thing that there's tutorials. Though I don't know if the farm that I did... I wonder if there's anything in the farm that I did that might not work on bedrock. But I'm sure there's probably bedrock tutorials out there for farms anyway. I forgot that you play bedrock. I remember that now. Because I remember that came up in conversation before. Now, in theory, when I'm filling up the magma blocks and these powdered snow blocks inside this farm, I should be... all those blocks should be within radius of the player and make it impossible for any gas to spawn while I am building. So I think this time round we won't get a ghast spawning while I am building the farm. Touch wood. And right now, I am only touching wood IRL. I am only in game. I am touching this weird mushroom stuff. Well, I'm on a server that's Java Bedrock compatible, so I have to do Java ones. Oh, that's so cool! So you get to play with Java Redstone on Bedrock. Oh, that's awesome. I suppose it does mean that you don't get access to things like Trident killers and stuff because it's Java and not Bedrock. But, yeah. The quasi-connectivity. Quasi-connectivity can be incredibly powerful. But yeah, it does mean different things. So, but yeah, it is I'd say it's fascinating. I know that there's not been as much Redstone tutorial stuff for Bedrock and things because I suppose a lot of the creators out there generally play on Java. It's fascinating though, like the fact that like the thing is like Bedrock player base so much bigger than Java, yet content creator player base is primarily in the Java end rather than the Bedrock end. It's fascinating how that worked out. Okay. Anyway, you go have fun with your tutorial. I've been having issues with Trident killers in Bedrock lately. Really? Have they been bugging out or... Because I don't know. I haven't really been following a huge amount of Bedrock stuff recently because just I haven't had time. The closest I get to following Bedrock is I occasionally will manage to catch a stream of a friend who plays on Truly Bedrock. And she's not a Redstoner. So she doesn't do the Redstone stuff in Truly Bedrock that much. I should watch Alien, what's his name? Alien. What's his full name? The Weird Alien? Anyway, he's on Bedrock, Truly Bedrock as well, and he does do Redstone stuff. Yeah. Oh gosh, I remember when I was playing Bedrock, there were like very little farm tutorials I could use. Yeah, I don't know if it's changed, if that's changed or not. Like maybe I don't know. The Alien Doctor. Thank you, Footy. Brains forgetting full name there. But it is something that I'd be curious about. Is there a market out there for tutorials for Bedrock? Because if there is, that's an interesting one. But then again, people might be looking more for tutorials on, say, TikTok or something like that. Or maybe they have been done on TikTok already. Okay. I want to check out the layout for the snow. Actually, I could do this by looking up, can't I? Okay. So, let's just see. It is 1, 2, 3. Let's make sure this is correct. Then 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've gone one too far. Right. So easiest thing I can do here is just line that there with glass instead of having to rebuild an entire side. So I think that's just what I'm going to do. Just grab some glass and fill that corner in with some glass. I like to follow tutorials, especially when it comes to redstone farms. I stink at redstone, so it helps a lot. And sometimes if you're like paying attention to tutorials and things for redstone farms, you can actually learn quite a bit from that. So like it is a very handy way to actually learn redstone too. Okay, this might explain why I use more glass than I expected, because I did the math wrong. Okay, so that is now glass. That will this is just like not technically needed, but I'll just leave it there as it is. Okay, so this should be 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Is it worth me putting down the powdered snow first? Because I'm pretty sure powdered snow just floats. Starting to learn a bit more about redstone. Yay! It's good to learn about those things. They're good for logic and stuff. Okay. I think I'm going to pop down the powdered snow first. So, I think the easiest way to do that is put down some glass in the locations that there should be powdered snow. Ooh, look at that. I spotted that nice looking little item there. That goes there, that there. So it is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And then block there. 1, 2, 3. 2 blocks there, and then in the center we have got block there and a block there. Okay, that should cover it all. I just need to get snow on all those spots there. I just recently built my own fungus farm from just looking at yours and experimenting. It's not efficient in the least, but it's mine. It gets the job done. Yay! That's awesome. And so you know, sometimes efficiency is overrated, and I will say, like, that farm that I built in the overworld for the nether tree farm with all the other stuff that comes with, it is not particularly efficient. So much waste, but it does the job. It does do the job. Okay, am I missing any glass? I am actually missing one piece here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and place you there, use there. Okay, that should all be in the correct spots, and now we just powdered snow on top, and I'm pretty sure I can just break this. Yes. Okay, snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I just place that there. Do you know what the ironic thing is? I may have bought all this, a lot of this powdered snow buckets from the Spruce Kingdom, but there's a good chance that the iron that they used to craft all these buckets is originally stuff that they bought from me. Oh, I love that. That's a cool detail. Okay, and we didn't have to use up all the buckets. I don't use fungus much anyway, but I need some for a build. Then I can run to it for like 5 minutes and have more than enough, and that's all I wanted. Yes. The fungus among us. The foot fungus among us. Okay. Think we are ready to magnify this place. Wahahaha. And once we have magnified it, that's it. It is ready to go. Let's turn that off and get our magma blocks. This place is going to get very noisy very soon. This better be... I better have the correct number of magma blocks. That would be... If I run out of magma blocks when I'm building this, whew, it's going to be quite difficult. Actually, it's not going to be too difficult, but it'll be frustrating if I run out of magma blocks, because then I'd have to go... The farm will activate, but it's not the end of the world because I can deactivate it by just getting too close. So, in theory, you can see that I think I'm close enough that basically no magma cubes will spawn. Sorry, gas will spawn. So we should be okay. You can just stand beside the farm and it'll just deactivate because you're too close for anything to spawn. But once you get outside of the range of once you move outside of the 24 blocks, then gas will start spawning. So I am really hoping I have done this correct, and that by the time I get to the end of the farm, I'm still out. It's still within that 24 block radius for the thing. I suppose actually the design that I've done here does have a little bit of a fungal quality to it in the way that it looks with the hi-fi blocks, the warped and the crimson. So there's a little bit of that here. Okay, so far no screams and no shooting of fireballs. When I built this in my single player world, because I built it too big and there were ghasts spawning in the farm, I ended up having to, I think I ended up using a bit of invisibility potion, but I also ended up having to trapdoor myself underneath the blocks and then place the blocks carefully in a way so that even though there were ghasts there, I had to try and find a way to make myself kind of like impossible to be seen while I was doing the build. So it was quite nerve-wracking while building that, especially since I did die a couple of times when I built it, and also I lost all my stuff when I built it as well. That was fun. Losing a bunch of... Did I lose all my stuff? I think I lost all my stuff. I think we could do this. Yes. And this way I can stay a little bit closer to the center of the farm when I'm building. Okay. Now we need to make our hopper minecart. And this should be it. That should be ready to go. We're too close at the moment for any of the dudes to spawn, but once I move a little bit away, minecart, hopper minecart. You should start hearing screaming. I did lose a lot to fire, yeah. That was what, if I remember correctly, yeah. Okay. Ready to hear the screams. Just double check, I did get the minecart going, didn't I? Yep, minecart is going. Oh, isn't that an awful sound? Oh. Guys, we have our first unhappy ghast farm. Isn't it? Here, do you know what? I'll be nice, I'll be nice, I'll be nice. I'll do this. Says... Slipshod. Sounds like my childhood. Oh. Nails on a chalkboard? No. God, no. I cannot deal with nails on a chalkboard. No, 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 no. Couldn't help it, Slipshod. We've done great today. 2258. Built, designed. Well, we had already had a design for the technical side of the build, but came up with a little nice looking design for the farm. Gathered all the resources. equipped it up. Here we go. And I think the only way that a farm like this could be better is if you decided to do a looting style farm where you kind of gather all the ghasts into one spot and you can hit them with a looting sword. And let's have a quick look and see what has been picked up so far. 2. And that is 2 ghast tiers all ready to go. Just want to break these blocks here. Probably could do with a little bit more refinement on our look here. But you know what? It is doing a good job. I'd say we'll probably get like, could easily get a stack of ghast tiers in an hour from this little farm here. Okay, I think what I do want to do though is I do want to tidy up after myself. I don't want to just leave this chest here a mess. So let's see, can I get all of this in here? I might just grab one of those bundles. What's in this bundle? Oh, bundles. Very handy. Bundles I love. They save space. Okay, there we go. And that way we can easily carry everything back. Yes. Rest in Reese's Pieces, and may those Reese's Pieces be explosive and capable of bringing back a dragon. I need to... I need to make a shop for this. That's part of why I built this, is so I could sell these items. I think I'd rather just sell the crystals rather than selling the ghast tiers. I think I prefer to do that. So if I want to sell the crystals, isn't it Eyes of Ender to make a crystal? Let me check. Let me just remind myself of the recipe. Yeah, we need Eyes of Ender as well. I gotta talk to the guys because I think we might have access to blaze powder. I think Fool has worked on that. So I'm gonna double check with Fool. If Fool has access to blaze powder, then we've got very easy access to making end crystals. And yeah, profit. And again, logs only. We don't deal in clump, or I don't deal in clump. I can't necessarily say anything for bamboo or mangrove. I know mangrove, I'm pretty sure don't do it. Is dark oak a 2x2 sapling affair? Yes, it is. Which actually makes dark oak saplings pretty handy if you want to use them decoratively, because they won't grow on you unless you put 2x2 of them, 4 together. No ghasts were harmed in the building of this store. No happy ghasts were harmed in the building of this store. Yeah. If the potion master doesn't have blaze powder, then I wonder what kind of potion master he'd be. I'm pretty sure he does. I'm just not exactly sure where he's got the thing set up. Actually, I'm pretty sure he does have a nether fortress spawn proved and set up for stuff, so I just need to check with him to see where it is. Or just ask him to drop me a whole bunch of blaze powder off that I can use for the thing. And then I can drop off a whole bunch of these lovely little gas tiers for him for his potions. 10 already. Fantastic. Zen Christian, good to see you. How are you doing? We just made a ghast farm. Gasp. Okay. Time to tidy up all our materials and bring them back home. So yeah, very happy with that. Um, and it shouldn't affect the rates of our other farms. It should only be loaded when we actually get close to it. And I don't think they're close enough. The farms are close enough to each other to affect each other. So that's awesome. Mythical Emmy, hi, good to see you. Oh, pleasant surprise. How have you been keeping? Should I bring some of this stuff home? Actually, I might bring that slime back. Slime's useful. How are you doing? Oh. Hello? Okay, someone must have farmed gold, and then I think this might be deactivated at the moment. Okay, it's working now. Let's make sure that the gold is falling. Yes, it is there. I've abandoned King to come here and where I won't be bullied. Joke about the bully. Dude, Emmy, it's King. For those who do not know, King is is also known as Alfie. It's Alfie and King Alfie. Look, I know what he's like. I am next door neighbor. I'm next door neighbors with him. When you say bullying, we know. We know. Maybe somewhat consensual, but still, it's also it's also Alfie. We know what he's like. Can't help himself. But yeah. How are things over on the King's Court, actually, by the way? When you know him, you understand. Yes. King Alfie is sweet and innocent. I would never do anything wrong. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, Slipshot. Tell another one. Yep. Do you know, I feel like I just need to raid into him when I finish stream now and say that we were hearing things. Oh, there goes my sweet angel muffin theory about King Alfie. Ah, okay. All right, let's clear out our inventory. Yeah, that's a lot of doors. I've noticed that the doors have expanded more. We now have an oak door as well. So which doors are we missing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're missing 4 doors. I'm sure more will manifest in the future. He's a muffin filled with ketchup. Depending on the muffin. Yeah, no thanks. I like ketchup. I like muffins. There is also some things don't quite go together. I'm not quite sure they'd go together per se. Yeah. Too long as a server. Oh, yes. Yes. I don't know. I do actually enjoy ketchup. But maybe ketchup tastes a little bit different this side of the sea. Actually, I think it does. I think there's a little bit less sugar in it. Okay. Corn muffin maybe? I don't think I've ever had a corn muffin. There, you go here, and you go here. Redstone here. You used to have to combine ketchup bottles at the end of the night, and I think it stinks. Oh, okay. Well, the fact that you had to deal with that, Slipshod, that's definitely a way to be put off ketchup for life. So yeah, yeah. That would put me off. Would put me off ketchup. If I was doing that quite regularly. Warped in here and crimson in here. Redstone away. And it's nice to keep things nice and tidy. Get what? Yeah, I get that too. Okay. We've got a little bit of time left. And I think I want to dye these signs. So all the warped ones need to be dyed with cyan. I'm pretty sure that's cyan. Can I see the detail? And then all of them also need to be given the glow squink treatment. The squink treatment. So we'll just do that now, because that's something we can easily do. One problem is, I don't think the shop for selling glow ink has been set up yet. So let's see. Do we run out? No, we have enough. Fantastic. Okay. Put you away. And then I believe that's magenta. So magenta is purple and pink, I think. There's a few ways to make magenta. Here, let's see. Magenta. Okay, so purple and pink. Alliums. Or blue to red and white. I think we'll use blue, red, and white. Because we should have plenty of those to work with. Okay, let's put that away. We can magentify the ones that need to be magentified. I've already got. It was messy and you'd get really... Yeah. From strays of ketchup flakes. Ugh. Lol, Elfie has given his mods the pass to bully me. What? How dare he? How very dare he? I'm going to use the little bit of cyan I have left. I think I'm going to have to go to... Might have to go to a shop to get the cyan I need. Okay, so we got blue, we got white. And I need to get more red. The handy thing is we can very easily get red with poppies. So let's just see how many of these I actually need. Magenta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16, which actually means I only need 4 red. More blue. I need... No. Red, red, red. Yeah, actually, 8 reds. Put you away. I need to grab some more blue dye. No, actually, I have enough blue dye. I only need 4 words of those. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I can do math, me. Amazing. Oh, so much better. Why not go support Viking shop? I do believe I was considering going to the support Viking shop. I want to check and see if I can do the stuff with what I have here. And then, if I need to, I can go to Viking shop. As you can see, I do actually have a bit of green dye already, which I can turn into cyan. I think with blue. Blue and green will make cyan. How many signs of cyan do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I need 16, which means I only need 6 more blue dye. Yep, I can it turns out I actually have plenty of dye to work with here. Oh, so nice. And I just need 6 more blue dye. So that's just blind. Actually, really, really good. That's really good. But I might actually pop over and have a quick look at Viking's shop. I am guessing Viking is over in his industrial district himself. Since he's supposed to be working on a farm today. If he's working at a farm today, I assume he's over there. If he was in the shopping district, I'd go say hi. Yeah, he is. See, his industrial district doesn't have a portal yet, so it's always a little bit of a trek to get there. And his portal to his world, I do actually like the portal that he has in his kingdom. It is cool, but it is like not quite 100% convenient to get to all the location to get from his portal to the main part of his kingdom yet. I'm sure that'll change a little bit in time. Anyway, I think build-wise, I have figured out what I'm going to be doing for my next episode. There's one build that I have to do in my next episode. For certain. Oh. Look at how much clearer it looks, and I love the 2 colors. The 2 colors are easy to read. It's a lot easier to see the words now than it was before. So I can I don't have to lean in to look at the words. I can step back. I can see where my mushroom is. I can see where my overworld foliage is. Ah. I see everything clearly now. No, that's not the words. I can see clearly now. The void is gone. Oh. The void is below me. Of course it is. Yes. Yes. Going well. Ooh, we do have a bit of lava in there. We're doing well, aren't we, Janice? We're doing well. Ah, I love this room. I really love this room. It's such a nice room. Hi, guys. Still can't get at you guys, because, like, currently there's obsidian in the way. Okay, yeah, I could break the obsidian, but... very happy with the lounge. The lounge is awesome. And don't worry, Janice, I will get round to doing my room. I will. Also, Leon wrote in my book. We put a book here instead of a piece of paper. Leon wrote in my book. Oh, I have to break that. Okay, Janice. May I... She's turned away from me. She's not looking. Okay, Janice. May I breed an axolotl? Please. Please? Please? Don't know. Will she? Will she? Okay, I think that's a yes. I think that's a yes. I know I'm not allowed in to live there, but you're okay with me. You're okay with me making a new axolotl, because like those guys deserve love and attention. Is that okay? Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, right, she's okay with me. Yeah, I think to make things fair, what we'll do is we'll use an ender pearl to get in and out, so I don't break the sign. Right, there we go. Okay, so that is fair. You babies, you babies. Fingers crossed I don't mess up any of the breeding this time. And maybe we'll get lucky and get a blue one. Though if Janice affects my luck, probably won't. Still an incredibly low chance of getting one. Okay, let's go. Right. Let's see. Barbie and Ken. Or does Blueberry want to go first? Blueberry and Axie. Axie, come here. Axie, come here. Axie, come here. There we go. Make it a baby. And we got a cyan. Very cute. Okay, Barbie and Ken. And we got a two-stick. I can never pronounce that word. Leucistic, that's it. Leucistic, that's it. Where did that Leucistic one go? Baby Leucistic, here. Baby Barbie. I'm gonna start drowning soon. There we go. That was actually, despite the fact we didn't get the blue one, it was quite a successful one. So 7 and 11. Okay, and hopefully I don't leave any unwanted guests behind. No, okay. Place you there. And let's do the renaming of the babies. Because we rename all our babies so we know what they are. So we got Leucistic first. No. Cyan first. You're Cyan. And then Leucistic. Did I spell it right? Is the question. Animals and buckets. Yes, I did. I'm getting much better at remembering how to pronounce those names. So, and actually, I think Leon recently got one of these babies in a trade. Considering we are filling up this chest at this stage, I wonder, will we fill this chest up before we get a blue axolotl? Chances are incredibly high that this will be filled up before I get a blue axolotl. Actually, there's a good chance I will fill up many chests before I get a blue axolotl. Maybe I'll just have to find places to leave leave axolotls across the server in the future. I have enough channel points. Let's see if you fill it right now. Only need about 1,154 more breeds. Yeah. If only that was the way probability worked. So, yeah. To be on average. Right, guys. We are going to head back over to single player world. We're going to head back over to the Temple to the Watchers and do the things over there. We have had we've had a very productive stream. A very productive stream. I will have to remember to put the gas farm into my video. Maybe I'll do a little test AFK session out there to see how many Ghast tiers we can get in a session. But it's going to be a good little farm, especially in Skyblock. That's a very good farm for Skyblock. Not a great farm for normal vanilla Minecraft, but very good in there. Yes, thanks for the reminder slip. Adios. I missed the S. I'm sure everyone understands what adios is. Actually, they don't really do adios in like South America, really. I noticed that they do ciao. Okay, we're back over here. And let me put the axe there. I do need to turn these guys back on. Let me get away from them so we don't have too many It's snowing? What? IRL? Is it snowing IRL for you, Snip? No. Oh, the ash. Dude. I do know that there's places now that are getting snow. Of course there are places that get snow. But, I don't mind, don't give. Okay, let's have a quick look. So, YouTube side, Miss Mori has gotten number 1 again. Yay! Ooh, 19. I wonder if you've got more number 1s than our top first. So, I wonder who's got... If anyone on this side has got more... Oh, yeah, Muses. Muses is very, very good on the firsts. So, yeah, they've done very well over there. I live on the beaches of southern USA. We don't even know what snow is here. What is this white stuff? It is weird. It is cold. It is wet. Maybe a little bit fluffy. Who knows? Okay, right. I think we have a brand new first today, by the way, guys. Because our first today was Voided Muffins. And I am going to do a quick check, but I'm pretty sure Voided... This is their first on Twitch, which is so cool because then I get to make a new box for them. I did a little bit of AFKing grabbing some XP earlier today, so that I can do any renaming that needs to be done. Yep, new box, yay! 1, 2. I should have a chest there. Okay, let's make one. Grab you. That doesn't make dye. That does this. And Voided Muffins. Yay! Hey, I have a newspaper article from February 1940 talking about snow in Tampa. So, but those are colder days. Those years, those years were actually genuinely colder times. Like global warming hadn't kicked in properly by then. So, or sorry, climate change, because it's not called global warming anymore. It's called climate change. Hadn't kicked in as strongly back then. So like, yeah, of course they had snow. Did you know that you could walk in the Thames in the past? Actually, you could probably do that with the many rivers across Ireland and the UK, like a century or so ago. Like you could literally just like ice skate on most of the rivers in Ireland and the UK. Like I'm pretty sure the snow when my grandparents were growing up was definitely actually existed compared to these days where it just you rarely if ever gets snow in this country. Once in a while we would get freak snow and city panics. Yes. Oh, know all about that occasionally when we do get it. Yep, 3 weeks of proper cold. Oof, wow. Oh, okay, let me see. Luther's got a prime sub as well. So Luther's is up to 4 months. I really appreciate that, Luther's. Okay, let's see. Need to find you on the board here. And I think that might be an upgrade, actually. Oh, no, you're already gold. Okay, that's because you are at 3. There we go. We're now at 4. I'm gonna snooze those ads. And I think, is that it for today on the stuff and things? Let me hit that. Yep, that is it for today. Just a couple of little things added to the Temple to the Watchers. We definitely need to come back here soon and add more candles. Because Twitch has definitely got some more candles, and I think YouTube has been getting a couple more candles recently too. So yeah, we need to expand the candles. Because my plan is to keep adding candles until YouTube hits 1,000. Oh no, actually no, until both Twitch and YouTube are at the same number. So until like Twitch and YouTube are at this equal number, and that'll be the cutoff point. So it'd be like, say, I don't know, if we have say the number 1,242 is the number that both channels hit the same number at the same time, then that's the point at where we freeze the candles, because otherwise this world could get very, very, very filled with candles very, very quickly. If the channels were to kind of get a little bit bigger. But it is cool. Anyway, it's been hard to get on to do stuff on this world because I've had stuff to do in SBK. But not complaining, because this world will always be here. It's my forever world. It's a world I will always come back and forth to occasionally. So that is why it is a forever world. It doesn't have to be played all the time, but it can come back to every now and then. I mean, it was newsworthy, so it wasn't common, but it was still a fun newspaper to find inside the footstool I was reupholstering. Oh, that's kind of cool. You kind of probably all the sort. You probably come across a lot of weird things and stuff that you're working on, don't you, Miss Maury? Joys of working with, I suppose, like stuff that could be furniture and stuff. Okay, let's. Oh, was that Mythical Emmy on YouTube? Mythical Emmy, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Speaking of YouTube, people on both Twitch and YouTube, I'm pretty sure I have pinned in both my chats a link to my latest video. So if you are interested in if you would like to check out my latest video, please do. It's a nice little video. It's about 20 minutes long. And yeah, I really appreciate it. But yeah, so feel free to do that. And I'm hoping that I can get another video out. Actually, I have to get another video out this week. And then, of course, we also have the stream weekend coming up this weekend. So stream weekend, check it out on any of our Discords. My Discord's got it, and also the community Discord has also got it. So no excuses, it's there. I need to post it on Twitter and stuff as well, just so that it's out there. But yeah, stream weekend starting at 12 noon Eastern time. Or if you're going off the British time, then it'd be 5 p.m. BST. And yes, this weekend was a nightmare to schedule because this weekend Europe ends daylight savings time and moves back an hour. So I had to do a lot of funky math this weekend. So yeah, that was fun. Because yeah, it was complicated. Time zones, yay! Because everywhere else is staying the same because DST has already started in Australia, and North America is still in DST at that time. So yeah, everyone doing DST at different times. Yay! And now Canada is planning on, has actually introduced a bill which is going to get potentially get rid of it in Canada. So, yeah, North America is going to be weird next year if they decide to do that, because I don't think it's happened. I don't know if that's happening in the US. So, yeah, fun times. Imagine if Canada got rid of DST and the US didn't. That would be so messy. Okay, looks like ads are about to start, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I can snooze it. I think I can snooze it. Yeah, I can snooze it. Okay, great. It's been snoozed! Okay, let's see who is live. YouTube is from your grandmother's childhood, Miss Maury. Oh, that's cool. You're very welcome, guys. Love having you hang out. Haven't heard anything about the time changing not happening in the US. Yep, we'll see if it happens. Okay, let's see if I can redirect anyone on YouTube. Okay, we got a couple of... Alfie and Viking are live. I'm gonna send you guys into Alfie today. So let's send YouTube over to Alfie. Do a quick check and see if I'm gonna do the same on Twitch. It's always good to check and see who is live on Twitch before making the final decision. Bum 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 bum. Yep, gotta drop you over to Alfie on the Twitches as well. And everybody say... Here's a different raid message for you all. Can we do that? Everyone grab that. Everyone grab the message. And we can go do a little raid into that. We could do that on both YouTube and Twitch, okay? Both on YouTube and Twitch, okay? Guys, thank you so much for hanging here today. Really, really appreciate it. And we'll be back on Wednesday with some Among Us and probably some SBK as well, because we've got lots of things to get sorted in the next couple of weeks. But yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And don't forget, we've got our stream weekend this weekend as well. So it's going to be awesome. Slonzies!